I sometimes find that people in Bellingham and Whatcom County are surprised about Whatcom. And I think one of the reasons is because it is so here. There are so many people who have experienced it within their families, but sometimes they themselves have never been to the campus, have never seen it. And also I find that people often don't really realize the tremendous breadth of programs that are available here now.
We are closely linked with the community. And it's not just about the student being a part of this larger community, but outsiders outside of the college who are very interested in what they're doing and interested in finding ways to help them succeed.
I think Whatcom in particular does give rise just to the overall concept of community, common bread, if you will, and it enjoys a heritage now that in those early years in '85 through 90 didn't really exist. As I said, it all seems so experimental. Like at any point in that time, it felt like it could go away. No one here at the college felt that way, but outside the community, that was the overall impression. I wonder if that thing's going to stick over there.
This college has opened opportunities for students that they would never have had before. I mean, just even from the beginning, students had to go to Skagit County, which is a long ways away for many people, if they wanted higher education at the community college level. And so I think it's been innovative and responsive to the community, both for the workforce programs that it has. I think that's made a difference. It's made it accessible for working adults, for young parents with children. It's convenient. And I think most of all, there's a culture here that is known in the community that it's accessible and people will support their success here.
Because we're a teaching institution, we tend to think about associate degrees and going on to Western and things like that. But the college has a very dynamic program in basic education, GED, and similar kinds of instruction. And what's noticeable to me from the community standpoint is that the Whatcom Literacy Council, the libraries, BTC and Whatcom all have a coordinated approach to basic education.
What is going to happen in the community is going to be dependent on how well educated the members of the community are, and it will make the life in the community better. It will certainly make the economy better. It is an investment, there's no question. It's not an expenditure. It's something that will repay itself over and over by helping create the kind of community we all want to live in.
Yes, we teach English, we teach math, we teach science, but we also have outreach programs. We touch our county in so many ways, on so many levels, in business, in maybe a stepping stone to Western or the university. But we help young families grow, become strong, become involved in their child's education, not just in preschool, but for the 12 years in public school.
It's affected this community because it's made this community a more educated community. It gives students of all ages an opportunity to have an education, to become better citizens, to become or to do, hopefully, what they have always wanted to do.
There's a notion across the nation that our leadership comes from universities and from prestigious universities. But in a democracy, it requires, we know that it's from Jefferson's and the writings of the other founding fathers, it requires an educated and a skilled, talented electorate. I believe that community colleges do more to fulfill that dream of democracy than any other segment of American education.
When I think of my international students, I always think, oh, what a very small world we have, right? And so you can, I still see international students here and I think, oh, it's so wonderful. That's one of the great blessings at Whatcom that we have this wonderful interface with the rest of the world. Especially, I think, in Bellingham, where we're here, Whatcom County really, that we're posed between two large urban areas. And because we're on a border, we have more contact perhaps on the coast and the border than we're more aware that this is an international community that we live in. And if we are afraid of that community, if we're afraid of other languages or other cultures or other, the way someone dresses on the street, this is going to hurt us. Fear hurts us, requires, it puts us in the wrong place. But an enthusiasm for different cultures, I mean, it helps business, among other things, right? It helps our literature, it helps our sense of justice, and it also, I think, informs our imaginations in a way, that we can discover new solutions to our problems because we've looked at it from different perspectives, different perspectives.
The Whatcom Community College stands as a beacon for a change, necessary change in people's lives. Different triggers happen to different people. They lose employment, they go through divorces, they go through every kind of sociological dilemma that you can think. And yet they have the resiliency and the wherewithal to, poke their head over here and decide that, you know what, I probably could take this class and at least see where I'm at. And to that extent, then, I think that the accessibility of having this campus here and the friendly, outward-going nature of the personnel that have been kind of the hallmark of all of our personnel at Whatcom Community College that I can never think of exists today as it did then.
It began its campus while I was mayor, and so I had a chance to see from the very beginnings the startup of the campus part of the college. And it was a very positive thing for the north part of Bellingham because there was so little that had already been developed here, and there was such a need for an anchor. And Whatcom Community College has really provided that role.
Responding to community needs is what we are all about. And we've tried to be there as much as possible. And I think that's, that would be my biggest hope, is that we could kind of just keep track of what is it people need, how to improve that.
We take the name community in our name of the college, Whatcom Community College, very seriously. And we take great pride in being able to send our graduates out into the world, out into the community, to get jobs, to be able to do community service. And so there is that expectation that we not only give to the community, but we get as much from the community in the support for our students.
Atia estelnach Haishka Siam. So it's no hilo, Konas and Atachalatia Kaya Siam, Nostralacha Siam, Haishka. I'm just saying I'm really happy to be here, to be Whatcom. Whatcom Community College is on my tribal traditional homelands. Welcome to Whatcom. I am, from the people nearby, the Indian people. This is our homeland. Welcome here. All of the students at Whatcom, all of the future students who need to be encouraged to be Whatcom. We are all Whatcom. Haishka, thank you.